Hello, this is teddygaming. Welcome back to another read-through on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tmnt, the Lost Ronin Lost Years, issue number 4. So yeah, in the last through we saw Mikey get blind and then was more or less held by some people, but then were all killed and now being captured by Devilworm's people, and yeah, so let's get into this one. Let's go. Ukraine, then. Kill or be killed. New York City, now. Okay, forget this. We're taking way too long. What the? Yeah! Uno! Ka! Bang, bang, bang. You're all dead. Owie. Jeez, paintballs really sting. Let's go, Nuno. You're supposed to have our backs. Call it Mojo. I'll handle this. You other kids grab the Sun engine and get cleaned up. We're done training today. Ah, this one lost its head. It's only a mannequin, Odie. Still poor guy. Oh, brother. You okay? I guess so. Mojo's right. Your job was rear security. You were easy kills when you blew your cover. But if you stayed in position, we'd still be alive. Well, you would have had a fighting chance at least. It's just, it felt like others were going too slow, and I just figured I could get us inside Cooker and stop the bad guys and save a hostage. Instead, the bad guys stopped you. Listen, I know how hard it is to stay out of the action, kids. Been there, done that. Back when we were invading Roosevelt's Island to fight Stockman, I saw Michelangelo was in trouble, so I broke from his plan to help him out. I saved him. But he told me something I never forgot. I thought I told you to stay put. You did. I didn't. Terrible discipline. Excellent initiative. Don't do it again. Understood? Yes, Sensei. But I didn't understand. Not at first, but after a while I realised what he meant. Even though I saved him, I could have put other resistance soldiers in danger. I was supposed to be leading and protecting them, and I totally lucked out, but none of them got killed when I took off to help Sensei. You're our best fighter, Uno. You've been a natural since you were little, and you're brave as hell, but you gotta learn how to be a teammate. Your brother and sisters were handling things on their own. Mondra and Odin took out the Sun ninjas, and Yi was gonna get the door open. She was whiz with her gadgets, and they were all counting on you to have their sixes. And by not trusting them to do their jobs, and by not doing yours, you let the entire team down, including yourself. Master Splinter talks about sacrifice a lot in his journal, and I think that's what it takes to be a good teammate and a good leader, especially when you're the best at what you do. Learning how to sacrifice your ego, knowing when to lead from the front and when to let others take the lead. Understood? Yes, Sensei. Good. Now let's go with the rest of the team, and don't forget the hostage. We don't want Odin getting too worried about her. Then, how do I allow myself to do this? And so it comes to this, my friends. After nearly 3 years of non-stop bloodshed inside these damn cages, the grand finale. After all the carnage, the fight to end all fights, battle royale for the ages. After all the death, only 2 warrior remains. After surviving all that, how can I allow myself, the turtle titan, last of the monsters, to kill my only friend, my blood brother, and the spectacular Shaka, heroic human champion? You know the stakes, lads and lasses. Freedom for the victor, death for the loser. Kill or be killed. How can I not? I've already lost so much more than I can handle. It's time, Michelangelo, and we'll see this through. My real brothers, my closest friends, my father, and a precious little heart sister. But I've made my choice. Too late to stop now. Too late. Story of my life. Too late for Raph. Too late for Leo, Casey Jones, April O'Neil, Refugetoid, Donnie, Master Splinter. Too late for sweet innocent Jarrell. Even when I tried to escape the tragedies that plagued me, I was too late to get away. There was always more troubles waiting for me. For 9 years, no matter how far I ran, no matter where I ran to, the mountains, the sea, the wastelands. The trouble found me, and for all that time the troubles had the same name, Death Worm, a name without face, relentless, haunting. Like a ghost in the dark. Well, that was awful. That poor little girl. You'll let them get the jump on you, Mikey. You're no better than that. No kidding, rookie mistake, bro. Shut up. Please, just shut up. For a long while, all I had to keep me company were the sounds of wheels turning, engine rumbling, the darkness, and my failures. By the time we stopped, I was hungry, thirsty, and too weak to put up a fight. You, out! Not that I had any fight left in me. I figured it was just a matter of time until the bastards were gonna kill me. Now! And once again, like all those years ago in the Colorado Mountains, I was ready to die. Well, you're quite a specimen, aren't you? A desert tortoise, if ever saw one. I couldn't have been more wrong on both accounts. I thought there'd be no more surprises for me when it came to your kind. It's just grand to be mistaken sometimes, eh? My name's Abigail Finn. That's Boss Finn to you, freak. Hey, I'm the boss here. That's sure. Welcome to my training facility, and don't let the sandy beach and baby blues water fool you. For here be the monsters. Present company included, you manky green beast. Get that thing cleaned up and chipped, boys. I want it properly secured and smelling like roses, before we commence with dirty work. The dirty work. It wouldn't be long before I found out what she meant, but only after I was yoked. Microbron freak, right next to your carotid artery. Remember activated, so if you're thinking about running, think again. It'll be a short run, I promise. And soaked. Gah! What's the matter? Thought you toes loved water. Now get some beauty rest. You're gonna need it. And then, left to the monsters. Monsters. New meat for the grinder. Don't look so tough. Like me. Drill. I'm so sorry. A bit of advice, bruh. Any weakness you show now will not be forgotten in the cage. I should have ignored him. Isn't this the cage? No, this is home, and where we train. In the cage, we fight. Kept my mouth shut. I'm done fighting. But I suppose you're done living, because the only reason you're still breathing now is so that you can fight later, and you would not have been brought to this place where you were not a fighter. Which means, you have this choice. Sit there and give up. I could have saved myself so much pain to come, or stand up and fight. Instead. A noble choice. I'm called Shaka, Michelangelo. I made a friend. Well, Michelangelo, unlike Boss Finn and her lackeys, allow me to give you a proper welcome to your new home. My new home turned out to be somewhere in Kazakhstan, an old beach resort converted into some kind of twisted gladiator training camp. The perfect is full effect, as you can see. Boss Finn has us separated in two groups, humans and others. Mutants. Pardon? It's what we're called, things like me. Ah, understood. And by your accents, I reckon you're American too. How'd you end up here, bruh? Long story. What were you saying about the cage fighting? It's why we're all prisoners here, forced to fight one another to death for sport and profit. Forced? How? By way of these damn micro-explosives they attacked us all with. Only way out of this hellhole is by winning Boss Finn's tournaments. You lose in the cage, you die. Refuse to fight in the cage, you die. From the looks of things, I'm guessing Boss Finn isn't the real big boss of all this. You know Deathworm? After more than 9 years of dealing with only his goons, I'm starting to wonder if he's actually exists. But yeah, you could say I know him. Oh, Deathworm exists, friend. But not for long, if I had my way. His way, he explained, was to fight. A former professional mixed martial arts expert of South Africa, Shaka told me he'd been fighting all his life, and a winner. He was the favourite to be the next world champ, until Deathworm's thugs kidnapped him one night after a bout in Korea. They caught him off guard and assaulted him after 5 hard rounds he just fought inside the arena. Like me, he was brought to the place to be berated, microchipped, nearly drowned, and then thrown inside the fence with no idea what the hell was going on. Shaka said he immediately began looking for a way out and escape, but then, we got a runner! Then let's hit the brakes. Shaka understood what the microchip was for, which meant escape wasn't an option, leaving me one choice that made sense: survive long enough to be freed, or die trying. Wait, freed? How? The cage fight tournament. Names are randomly drawn. Humans fight humans and mutants, as you called yourself, fight mutants. Single elimination. Emphasis on the elimination, right? Yeah. Die fighting or die by remote destination. We'll live and train here, but not for much longer. Boss Finn runs a travelling tournament. Rumour is we'll be moving west soon, with a final fight in Ukraine. Last human versus the last mutant, battling for a big prize. Freedom? Exactly. And freedom for me means I can hunt down and kill the real enemy, Deathworm. Makes the choice to fight or die a little easier, doesn't it, bruh? Easier. Another word I would have used. An honor check. That's what this is. You made oaths, and now you've had to decide if they're hard to keep them. More like Ultimate Catch-22, you ask me. I mean, you're damned if you do, and damned if you don't, Mikey. You guys always overcomplicate things. It ain't about honor, and it ain't about getting damned. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Simple as that. And so, I did. I killed. For 2 years as Boss Finn's Gladiator Circus travelled west, I fought. I won. I did what I had to do to survive. Simple as that. It was the same for Sucker. And our individual kills, this grew. We talked about our past. I told him about my ninja family, he told me about his Charlie ancestry. It's why Boss Finn dressed me up like some ancient African warrior in the cage. That was entertainment value, she says. Entertainment, right. We told each other everything we lost. So your path of revenge to this scum Hiroto runs through Deathworm because of a promise you made. Something like that. Though things have gone way personal with Deathworm over the last few years. I know the feeling. But I only lost her career and maybe some prize money to go with it when they stole me into this tournament. But when your entire family and your friends, much as I want my pound of flesh, I don't want to be the one who stops you from getting yours, bruh. And we talked about the future. Makes having to kill you tomorrow way more complicated. I know the feeling. But we made our choice. Yeah. I hate this sucker. You're not alone, friend. And the future is now. You heard Boss Finn, bruh. Kill or be killed. And if these scrollies want a show, crap. Let's give them one. Let's get those bets in right quick, ladies and blokes. We got a real Johnny book here. Please, I can't do this. You won't have to, bruh. Just promise me this one thing. When you get your pound of flesh, get some for me too. Gah! What the? Shaka, why? Just making a noble choice, my friend. Kill the bastard! No! No! Wow, so yeah, that issue was pretty interesting. I think the actual fighting bit itself was pretty cool and really great to see. But I do think that this issue did do a lot of just recapping the stuff that we already knew with like what happened in like the last Ronin, as well as also what happened in this series. And yeah, I just feel slowly that it was just so anticlimactic. And for a second to last issue, it didn't really feel as big and impressive as it should be. And I don't really know how they're really going to set up the last Ronin stuff in the next issue, but yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do something, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.